Washington's Michael Penix Jr. set the college football world on fire, leading one of the most prolific offenses in the country this season, and now heads to the NFL for a chance to have his success carry over to the league. We take a closer look at how he projects on this 2-minute drill. Penix is an incredible passer in the middle of the field with nice anticipation, velocity, and layering to take advantage of windows from the defense and consistently attack between the hashes to move downfield. Whether it was waiting for the progression to create separation or firing the ball into small gaps on his own, Penix showcased a trait that is very promising for quarterback prospects and how they translate to the next level. Because of his efficiency in the middle, the outside passing game was able to be taken advantage of for Washington, and Penix was able to utilize his impressive weapons room and dominate defenses all season as a result. While Penix's downfield arm isn't necessarily elite, it's certainly good enough for the NFL, and his touch when throwing at all levels of the field makes him effective to where that success should continue in the modern passing game. Penix also routinely showcased his composure and poise this season, leading comebacks, staying calm in adversity, and remaining confident even after errors or stalls in momentum that could easily frazzle other quarterbacks. Penix will be 24 years old as a rookie and has an injury history that could raise concerns when teams run their medical exams, but for my biggest concern of his actual game, his throwing mechanics are a bit rough, so when pressured and forced to operate off balance, it becomes much easier for his mechanics to go out of whack and create some inaccuracy in his passing, and he isn't the most nimble quarterback to create for himself or scramble and pick up a lot of yards either. For an NFL comparison, Michael Penix Jr. reminds me of former Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Andy Dalton, who is currently with the Carolina Panthers. Dalton was another highly productive quarterback while at TCU, and he was a bit underrated as the starter with the Bengals, but while he wasn't necessarily the flashiest arm or the fastest mover, he routinely produced consistent play as a team's quarterback and helped lead the team to some very promising playoff seasons. For Penix, there's certainly an opportunity to get over that hump of that so-called Dalton line and put him into that upper echelon of quarterbacks, but they are very similar archetypes at the position. For an NFL draft range, it's hard to place Penix before we know about his medical exams, but I think I'd comfortably place him as a second-round pick. There's certainly a chance that there will be first-round interest, but pretty routinely, we see quarterbacks have their draft stock propped up by mock drafts, and then it isn't the case on draft day. Still, when looking for a savvy passer who has routinely found ways to produce and win, Michael Penix Jr. should be very intriguing for NFL teams. And that's the 2-minute drill.